When it comes to the bunch offensive meta, far and away the best play and the most popular play that you'll face online is the double post, which you guys can find in the Philadelphia Eagles playbook. This play is so good because with one simple hot route, you can beat cover 3. You can really throw anything on this play pretty much with a quick snap setup. The tight end is open in the flat. The running back is open over the middle. You can always use motion to get the C route open. And that pesky angled post really beats any zone coverage in the game if you guys know how to freeform. So in today's video, I'm going to show you guys my special setup that I use to shut down this play. And this is something that you guys will almost never give up big yardage to the double post again, which is sure to win you far more games. So starting off with our breakdown on defense, we are going to make sure that match coverage is on because we're going to be calling the play known as cover 6. You could call this out of any defense that you want, whether it's a dollar style defense. You could call this out of nickel over G, nickel over, any formation where cover 6 is viable. With this, you're going to want to make sure that you also keep your auto flip on. This is going to ensure that your nickel corner aligns and the cover 6 aligns correctly against the bunch. With this particular defense, what we're going to do is we're going to make a couple of adjustments. It's actually very, very simple. It takes just as long to adjust to this play as it does to quick snap it. So you guys should not ever get quick snapped when people are running this. All we're going to do is find our 3-rec hook defender, put him in a hard flat, and we are going to man up the B receiver. Now with this particular defense, I like to baseline and press just because that's going to align that slot corner that is manned up on the B receiver in a press alignment directly over his head. If you were to compare this to a regular alignment where he lines up directly over the slot receiver, this is not necessarily as viable. It can lead to bumping and all kinds of poor outcomes for this. But as it pertains to this particular defense, this is an absolutely shut down play because you can't really throw to any of the options on this play, with the exception of maybe the running back. We'll get to that here momentarily. So with our baseline defense, what you're going to notice is that we're going to get a press on the B receiver. Now, if that B receiver beats the press, don't worry. We're still going to have ample coverage on the back end to be able to bracket this throw. That's the whole point of individually manning him up. Ideally, you're able to take him out of the play, but you still have zone help if you need it. And you see right here how this play operates. I really don't have anything that I can throw. What's up, guys? Just want to let you know GridironGamePlans.gg will be expanding to also cover College Football 25. And you guys can take advantage of our College 25 pre-sale, which is going to unlock every piece of content I put out. That's every vault tip, all offensive and defensive game plans, and members-only Discord access. This is the best deal that I offer all year long. If you guys have ever been plugged into the Madden side of things on Gridiron, this is what you can expect. In Madden 24 alone, we did over 300 vault tips, and we also had 11 offensive and defensive game plans. If you guys want to be plugged in, take advantage of the pre-sale. The link is below in the description. Now back to the video. So here we are with the top-down view. If you take a look here at the slot corner against number 18 on the angled post, this is the problematic route that is opening against pretty much any coverage. You see right here, the press animation by Darrelle Revis completely shuts down this release. He's got a nice man coverage ability in the form of his universal coverage plus bottleneck. Don't worry, I'll show you guys that you can defend this without those abilities in the slot, but we neutralize that player completely. Now let's take a look at the rest of this play. If we were talking about the tight end directly to the flat, our linebacker that's playing the hard flat is going to fire out and take that away. The cool thing about this as well is that the running back that runs the in route is going to run into this hard flat as well. The secret of this coverage is that the outside quarter in the cover 6, which is this player right here, is waiting for the tight end wheel to turn up the field so he can match this. This is going to allow you to have better coverage on that wheel route that a lot of players are looking for against regular zone coverage. And the reason that they are so used to this working against zone coverage is the streak to number 88. You see CeeDee Lamb pushing the seam. A lot of times when you talk about cover 3 and cover 4 zone, not match, the outside defender that's in a deep zone will actually run with CeeDee Lamb to bracket this on the high outside throw. Because this is match, he's looking for someone else to match. And with this, we have the B receiver manned up, so he's not going to match him already. And he's going to find this guy to play match on, so he's going to take this wheel up the sideline. So really the only thing that you guys can throw on this play would be the running back over the middle. And like I said, we'll get to an adjustment if you guys are struggling with that here in a second. As far as the C route on the backside, you've got this bracketed with a cloud flat and a deep half. the cool thing is that this deep half can also get back to the post route. So what we're going to do is go back to the play call menu, and I'm going to put a regular player in here for Revis. So in this particular instance, if we're running this defense, I'm going to base a line, I'm going to press, and I'm going to set up linebacker in a flat, and I'm going to set up B receiver manned up by the nickel corner. Now with this particular play here, you are going to notice a beat press. Anytime you have an X factor wide receiver glowing against a regular player, he is going to beat the press animation, and this is going to lead to him potentially being open. So you see right here, kind of gets a decent release. And then from there, we're maybe looking at an up pass lead. This is why this safety is so important, because in the event that somehow, some way, this post route does beat this man coverage defender, the pass lead is probably going to be up or up and to the left. That's going to allow this player to make a break on that throw. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to set up the exact same defense. I'm really hoping ideally that we end up getting separation here with Marvin. And I'm going to try to throw this B receiver route. So you see right here, if I were to have to throw that, you see that he's basically in a perfect spot where he can break to it as a safety. So that throw is not there even in a situation where the man coverage defender gets beat. So that's one of the things I love most about this play. So let's say Larry Wilson is getting beat so bad off the press that the B receiver is getting open. One thing you could do if you don't have a bottleneck or some sort of man coverage ability in the nickel corner role is back them off individually. To back off individually, you're going to hit Y, A for individual. This would be triangle, X on PlayStation. You're going to choose the receiver icon, which is B, your circle on PlayStation, and you're going to flick the right analog stick up. And what that's going to do is that's going to back off your man coverage defender. This is going to make it so that way he doesn't give up a press animation, which means he's not going to get instantly roasted. So this is going to help significantly for the purpose of this. And again, like I said, you don't have this throw even if he beats the man coverage defender. That's what we're looking for here, is to bracket that throw so it's not a pass lead down and right, and it can't be a pass lead up and left. So there's really no window for that player, even if you don't get the best man coverage in the world. So this would be a great reg setup, if you will. Now, if you guys are enjoying today's video, make sure you guys are subscribed right here to the Zam Madden YouTube channel, hit that notification bell, and drop a comment below. It helps push this video out in the YouTube algorithm, helps me a ton. This channel's been growing like wildfire here this spring. Just had our biggest month ever in May, and I want to keep that momentum rolling here in June. I really appreciate all the support, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Now let's go ahead and show you guys how this coverage is set up out of other defenses that aren't nickel over G. I know a lot of you guys really like dollar. Now with dollar, the thing that you guys need to remember is that the cover 6 in this particular defense is basically set up in a manner where your quarter flat doesn't really exist. But the cool thing is we're not using the quarter flat in this particular setup anyways. So when we call cover 6 on auto flip, you see here that we basically have the same defense. Now, the thing is we do have the match rules on these two players, but what we're going to do is basically the exact same defense. So if you're talking about, you know, how most players are going to play here, we're just going to be baseline pressed. We're going to take the bunch side linebacker, put him into a hard flat. We're going to man up B with the slot corner. Now, this particular defense, you're likely going to be using down here with this player. So this is something where, you know, you would obviously go ahead and crash up, crash down, blitz your user for a 3-man rush, and you're going to be just fine. So again, here, as it pertains all these routes, you're going to be basically with the same coverage. With this particular play, you probably would play underneath, pass him off to the hard flat. Look at how everything is completely shut down here out of cover 6 in the dollar. So it's the exact same defense. Now, one thing that I do want to encourage you guys to do, if you guys do struggle with the running back on a variety of routes, some players will mix in Texas routes, some players will mix in using the regular in route or an out route or a table route, is actually utilizing a defensive end in a bluff blitz. This is far and away the best adjustment you guys can use, so you don't have to worry about a running back. So again, here, this is a really simple setup, just a hard flat and manning up B. And then from there, I'm going to take our defensive end here on the left, and I'm going to bluff blitz him. This is going to make it so that way, no matter what the running back runs, he is going to be played man-to-man by the defensive end. So let's put him on a table route. If I were to snap this ball, you see that Micah Parsons is there. He's going to be able to pick it off. Pretty easy stuff here. A lot of players hike throw wheels and table routes right off the line, especially if the user doesn't jump the running back in the flat. This is a great way to kind of bait them into that. But the other great thing about this particular play is that, let's say that the running back is going to run that in route. If you have this bluff blitz player, you're kind of usering down here, they snap this ball, you're going to have the guy kind of manned up on him. And you see right there that it just is enough to kind of make it so they can't just blindly throw the in route right over the middle. So now the table route, the wheel route's taken away. You've got the in route taken away. The only thing that you really have to look out for is truthfully the Texas route. And with the Texas route, you're going to know right away that it's happening because he's going to release diagonally out of the backfield. And when that occurs, you basically are just going to, you're just going to kind of let the Bluff blitz rush. You just click the stick in and take the Texas route yourself. So that's going to give you kind of this delayed little send the spy mechanic that is so useful. We've talked about it here before on the channel. What's awesome about this is a lot of times they're going to say, oh, I can scramble out to the left here. They don't see a contain. So they might shift in the pocket towards the left side. Well, by the time I click and send that guy in, if they have moved out to that left flat, Micah Parsons is now coming off the edge unblocked, which is going to give you a less time to throw in the pocket, potentially an under pressure and accurate if you're outside the pocket without a fearless quarterback. Or if you step up into this A gap here in this example, you just kind of step up into this area. When I send Micah Parsons, he's going to come in through that A gap as well. So you see Parsons was basically unblocked to that area. So if you climb the pocket, you're going to be in a spot where this isn't really as valuable. So I really like this technique. I basically bluff blitz the running back. And then if it's a Texas route, I'll just send Micah Parsons late in the play and take the Texas route on my own. But in terms of the rest of the play, again, take a look. Flat covered, streak post combo covered, Texas route, my user, C routes bracketed. Everything really shut down here with the most common setups for this play. So that is how to defend the best play in Madden 24. Double post is popular every single year. This is a wonderful coverage you guys should be utilizing against the bunch offset. When I see bunch offset, this is my base defense. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, drop those below. Make sure you guys are taking advantage of the Gridiron Game Plans College 25 presale. I will see you guys tomorrow. Until then, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck.